So as you can see, I have gotten a little bit of some resources. What I wanted to show you, if you're brand new to IndustrialCraft, you probably have seen this ore. IndustrialCraft introduces 3 new ores. You have copper ore, tin ore, and uranium ore. This right here, which is easy to tell with the Sordix texture pack because it doesn't have the textures for IndustrialCraft. I am aware there is a texture pack that you can get for IndustrialCraft that looks like the Sordix texture pack, but they haven't updated that version of the texture pack, and so I can't use it. Basically, I've tried downloading it and everything like that and installing it in the directory, but it was saying the instructions there, you just can't follow the instructions for it. I think they're for the 1.7 version. So I'm still digging. It's been a little while. I got my house kind of created up there. So right now I'm just kind of digging down. So we have more copper ore. Why did that go to a different spot? That's weird. Really need to get some food in me. Ah, here's some tin ore. And basically you want to get as much of the stuff as possible because the copper ore you use a ton of, since it's essentially your main ore that you will use for cables. Now, marble is an ore that's introduced for red power. So I'm going to grab up as much of this as possible. See what looks to be some iron. Yes. So, nice little jackpot of ore right here. So I'm going to spend some time and harvest all this ore, and I will come back to you in just a sec, and we'll be right back up top. Unless I see anything else down here that I want to show y'all. Alright, so I'm back in my little small house. Cover this whole back up for a second so it looks nice. I got something outside. I think it might be a chicken, but I also have to check for health, so I don't want to not trust it. Alright, so as you can see, I have some of my iron going, and I need health. I'm only doing 8 iron because the first thing you can easily make, I guess, in IndustrialCraft is the iron furnace. The iron furnace is a bit more efficient than the regular furnace, the cobblestone furnace. It is a chicken. I just heard it lay an egg. Alright. Alright, so I have all of my stuff made. And furnace. Make sure I get that out of there. Now the iron furnace still does use coal to fire it, or charcoal, but like I said, it is a bit more efficient. And what we're wanting to make, I want to make a macerator. Macerators are really great in the fact that with macerators you can double your ore that you mine. Basically, it goes through, and for one iron ore it makes 2 iron dusts, and then you put the iron dust in the iron furnace or electro furnace and it makes 2 iron ingots. So you're doubling the resources that you harvest, which is really, really nice. But I'm not going to have the stuff to make it yet. Is it daytime? It's getting there. So for right now, what else can we make? Really, I need rubber for everything. Fucking creeper, of course. So, what we're going to make are some tree taps. Tree taps are how you get rubber resin from rubber wood trees. And I'm going to make quite a few of them. The unfortunate thing is they don't stack, which kind of sucks. Also, I'm going to make an iron sword because I need some more protection out there. Kind of wish the spiders dropped food. Alright. All clear. Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's an awesome little cave right there. What do we have here? Alright. So, you see these little orange spots in the tree. This is IndustrialCraft, part of the mod. The orange spots are resin. So you'll have your tree tap equipped and you right click and you just hold it down until it stops putting out. Sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you'll get quite a few, as you can see with that one. And so what you get out of that is sticky resin. Sticky resin is great. It's you basically put that in an iron furnace or an electro furnace and you get 1 rubber out of that. If you put that into an extractor, you actually get 3 rubber for each one that you put in. And you always kind of have to look further up in these trees too, because sometimes you'll have the spots up there of the resin spots. Now, one thing to keep in mind too is that you can chop down these trees, and 1 wood block of rubber wood makes 1 rubber. You have to put it in the extractor for that as well, and you'll get 1 rubber out of there. It's much more efficient. But I found that a lot of people, I don't know how everybody else is feeling about that, but I found that a lot of times, after you get so much rubber out of it, it doesn't produce any more resin. So I just chop them down. I get the saplings from it and plant new trees, put the bone meal on there, and boom, grow a new one, because it just doesn't seem that it reproduces. And so usually I'll have a just a rubber tree farm that goes, so I can get all my rubber from there and just keep them growing, because you will need quite a bit of it. I do wish that the red power worked hand in hand with IndustrialCraft, because that would be pretty amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to just get as much rubber as possible and start making some cables, because I need those to make electronic circuits and all that other good mess. And I need that to make macerators to get more iron ore out of my iron that I'm mining. It's a whole process. Ooh, that was a good one. I spawned by, because this was right near the spawn point for this level. So I have oil, I have sand, I have, it's like gold or iron, like right at the surface. Wow. Copper right over here too. Damn. This is a damn good spawn. Kind of a crazy looking spawn too. Look at that. More iron right over here. All right. Crap, I just remembered, to make an electronic circuit, I'm going to need red dust, which I'm positive is not right up here at the surface. Even though it seems like everything else is right up here at the surface on this level. I'll walk around a bit. Certainly is a big ocean. Oh, yes. Ah, and this is uranium ore. This is the other ore that is introduced by IndustrialCraft. So you've seen the copper, the tin, and this is the uranium. You do need an iron pickaxe to be able to mine it. It's not too terrible. You don't get any type of radiation poisoning or anything like that from it. And you'll use that and make uranium ingots. And from there you can go through and make nuclear or uranium cells to go through and put in the nuclear reactor to get energy, and that's a pretty tough spot to get. So alright, our rubber is done. So your rubber turns out to look like a little ball when it's done. And I need some copper ore in there.